Hello everyone, I'll be showing you the models of development of interatrial septum now. Please observe carefully so that it will help you during the exams. Okay. Here are the three models, number 1, then number 2 and number 3. Okay, I'll be explaining one by one. This is the first model which is showing you a common atrium, okay, and a common atrioventricular canal. Through this common atrium or the primary atrium will open into the common ventricle, okay. So this is the original AV canal, okay. Now you can see here, this is up part, this is the superior vena cava, you can see a little. So in the beginning that day I had shown you how the sinus venosus opens into the common atrium, okay. Now so here this structure which you can see here is representing the opening of sinus venosus, okay, opening of sinus venosus. This is right venous valve and this is left venous valve. So above, that is on the cephalic direction, it is fusing and forming the septum spurium. Caudally it is fusing and forming the septum sinus or sinus septum. Now exactly in the midline you can see there is a deepening of the roof of the primary atrium, okay, as I told you in the theory. So you can see a little bit of thickening of the wall of the atrium. So here the primary septum, that is septum primum, is starting to develop, okay, and this is representing the opening of the pulmonary vein, the first pulmonary vein on the left side of the septum primum, okay. Here the septum primum will go downwards towards the common atrioventricular canal, and here in this area there will be development of the endocardial cushion. Ventral and dorsal endocardial cushion will fuse and form what? Septum intermedium, okay. And the gap, this gap between the septum primum and the growing endocardial cushion is called what? Foramen primum, okay, ostium primum. This model is showing you further growth of the septum primum, okay. So clearly you can see septum primum, this white line which is growing towards the developing septum intermedium. This intermedium will go upwards and septum primum will come downwards, and slowly the ostium primum will get closed. Before the ostium primum is getting closed, there will be perforations in the cephalic part. You can see here very clearly, okay. So this condition, they will coalesce and form what? Foramen secundum. So this is foramen secundum, where you can see my forceps going inside foramen secundum, okay. And here are two pulmonary vein opening. So in the beginning you saw one, and now you can see two pulmonary vein opening, okay. And between the septum spurium and septum primum in the cephalic region you can see another deepening here happening, okay, in the interseptovalvular space. This is what? This is the growing septum secundum. Slowly it will also grow downwards, okay. This model is showing you complete development of septum primum, septum secundum, okay. So here this is representing the septum primum which is attached to the septum intermedium here, okay. On the right side of it, this is the growing septum secundum. Septum secundum will grow as much as just to close the foramen secundum, okay, and it will form another foramen called foramen ovale, okay. And this foramen ovale here will be acted like a valve by this caudal part of the septum primum, okay. After the birth of the child, there will be enough blood coming from the pulmonary veins to the left atrium, and there will be equalization of pressure on both the atrium, and they will push the both the septum to each other, closing the foramen ovale, okay. So at the beginning there will be physiological closure, then later on anatomical closure will happen. Okay.